Have you ever woken up and felt like you could barely move? Like your joints became suddenly stiff and sore overnight? Well, it's not in your head. It's a real condition that many women in midlife are going through. And today I'm going to talk about it. Hi, I'm Anneli, and if you're here because of the title of this video, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to talk about something so many women in our 50s struggle with. We are experiencing this and we rarely talk about it. Have you heard of the new phrase that has come out called musculoskeletal syndrome of menopause? I know it's long and a bit of a tongue twister, but let me tell you what it all means. I have had these discussions with my friends, my colleagues over the years. The reason we're talking about it because they're not getting help for it. They're not getting a resolution to the issue. And it's getting worse. This is a newly recognized term, and I'm so excited they're doing this because you know how difficult it is to get an appointment with your doctor, and if you get an appointment with your doctor, you only have a few minutes. And I know now, working in a private clinic instead of the hospital with actual GPs, I know how much time they have to spend with a patient. And when you make your appointment and you're listing off 10 different symptoms that you're having, you can bet everybody's rolling their eyes. The problem is nobody's looking at the whole person, that everything is connected. So what this term, musculoskeletal syndrome of menopause, does, it gives you one thing that you can say when you're making your appointment with your physician or your healthcare practitioner, whoever they are, and it encompasses a whole range of things. One problem though, not everybody's up on this. Just like they're not up on women's issues like menopause, hormone replacement therapy, this all takes more research, and most family doctors or specialists don't have the time, unless it's really interesting to them, to look into these things and research all the new evidence and information that's available. So this is about getting you to be an advocate for yourself. You have to learn about these things and the newest information out there so that you can go into your appointment armed with knowledge, and you can then explain to your doctor what you're needing or wanting or needing to be assessed. Plus, you can also offer them resources that they can look into themselves. I know that's not ideal, but it's what's happening right now. So the best way for you to get the help you need for the problems that you're having or the conditions that you're having or the questions you're having is to be a self-advocate. So some of the things, I've got my laptop in front of me here because there's a lot of things. So the symptoms of musculoskeletal syndrome of menopause, some of them are joint pain and stiffness, muscle pain, decreased muscle strength, decreased muscle tone. All of a sudden you don't see any muscles, you're just soft and flabby. Arthritis, risk of falls, decreased range of motion, frozen shoulder, bursitis, tendinitis, risk of fractures, loss of height, increase in abdominal fat. There's more. These are all related to diminished estrogen in our bodies. Think about that for a sec. You've had estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone in abundance in your body forever. And all of a sudden you hit a certain age and they all plummet to basically insignificant levels. And then you start experiencing all these different symptoms that you've never had. Put two and two together, and they're starting to see this, that the reason women are having the heart issues, the increased weight, the frozen shoulders, the joint pain, the arthritis, the depression, the anxiety, is because we're missing our hormones that our body uses to run on. Of course, there's certain people that have had a super healthy life. They've been very active, fit, they have a lot of muscle tone, good, strong, healthy bones. They eat well. They have a huge reservoir to live off of for a long time. So they may not see these symptoms right away. Eventually, they probably will start to see some of these things too that are a result of lack of hormones. But not as early as the person like me who exercised here and there, always ate fairly well, but not, great all the time. I don't have as big of a reserve And as when my hormones start to go away, I will notice it a lot faster. I've been on hormone replacement therapy since I went into menopause, basically at 50 years old. This all starts in perimenopause, in your 40s, when you start having fluctuations and decreases in your hormones. Hormones aren't the only answer to these things. So if you weren't super active, you didn't eat super well, this is your time to do it now. So get all the lifestyle things in order. Get lots of sleep, the amount that you need for your body, 7 to 8 hours, whatever yours is, ideal for you. Get rid of overly processed foods, high sugar foods, refined foods that have no nutrient value. Move your body, exercise, start lifting weights, start exercising in whatever way that you possibly can, because you need to do that. Lower your stress somehow, and doing all those other things will help lower your stress. And then if that's still not working, when you go to the doctor and talk about your aches and pains and arthritis and depression and anxiety and gaining weight, when they offer you the statins, when they offer you the antidepressants, the pain pills, ask them if they would be willing to try with you hormones first before they go that route. Because sometimes adding the estrogen back into your body is all you need to get you going and help improve all those blood value numbers and give you even the energy to start making those improvements in your life. I am not against medications at all. I've worked in ICU and emergency. Medications save lives. I'm all for them. But let's look at the whole body and figure out what we're lacking, and if there's something we can reintroduce into our bodies. And then if this isn't working, then of course take medications that are specifically for those issues. I'm providing you this information just like I would to my friend, to educate yourself so that you can go to your doctors armed with the information you need. I'm going to leave names of doctors and nurse practitioners that you can look up that have a lot of resources. I'll leave you a podcast name, an episode that is really about this musculoskeletal syndrome of menopause that explains it really well with two physicians talking. You can check those out on your own and make decisions, but make your decisions when you're educated on the subject. So your aches and pains and your flabbiness, the things you're feeling like you're working out and you're doing all these things and nothing is working, it's real. It's because of your hormones or lack thereof. You're not alone in this. And thank goodness we are talking about menopause and the effects of the lack of hormones more and more again now. It's wonderful. You can find all kinds of information online from really reputable people, and now they just need to do more research on this because it's really lacking. Research in women's issues has always been kind of not there compared to other things. So we really need to push for our health, because if we don't look after ourselves, nobody else will. So if you found this video helpful, check out my other video that I made, 12 steps that I'm taking right now so that I can be in the best shape and health ever when I turn 60 in a few months. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week. Bye.